nails just like up and left immediately. That was very much wasted money. So I'm thinking for my next show, I'm just gonna do glue on nails. And so this is me testing out my new nail glue. I got it from Etsy and I glued these on a couple hours ago. So I'm just gonna see how they work, how they stay on there. So this was very well reviewed, so we'll see how long these stay on. Okay, you guys, almost 2 weeks have passed since my pro debut in Dallas, Texas, and I thought it was time for a little show recap. So as I mentioned in my show day vlog, I did not place well. I got last place and it was because of my conditioning. So like, if you're new here, you might not have heard me blab about this forever, but I did know going into the show, and I've mentioned it before in my like vlogs before the show too, that like that was likely gonna be my feedback, and it was. The judges said that my suit was great, my makeup was great, just presentation was great, and like tan, makeup, hair, everything was great. It's just I need to come in much more conditioned. And when you get that feedback, it's always nice because you feel like, okay, cool, they didn't tell me like, you know, you need to take time off and grow. You didn't like, conditioning feels fixable in most cases. I also mentioned in my vlog how much fun I had. Like, it was honestly the best show experience I've ever had. Granted, it was only the 4th ever show that I've ever done, which is crazy. I don't count my bikini show in 2015, but like since I started wellness back in 2020, this was my 4th ever show, and it was just the most amazing experience, more so mentally for me, because I was expecting a bunch of things. Like, I was expecting to feel disappointment for not placing well. I was expecting to feel nervous. I was expecting something to go wrong in my individual routine, like just a lot of nervous expectations that I just exceeded. Because my presentation, I felt so calm, I felt so like in tune with myself, I felt sure of my posing, I had eye contact with the judges. It was just a really nice boost for me as an athlete to kind of feel that way. And just the backstage vibe was so great, and like meeting all the other wellness pros and like meeting people I've looked up to for a long time, making new friends, meeting the promoters, and like such a well-run show. It was so on time, it was so nice backstage, lots of room, the bathrooms were great. Like, it was just an amazing show experience, and I will treasure that day forever. Also, like, seeing myself up there next to other pros, I think I mentioned this before, but like that metric was the most important one for me to get heading into off season, because when you see yourself alone, like in check-in photos and stuff like that, it's kind of difficult to gauge your mass and like where you're lacking, and like where you look great, where you look less great. But when you put yourself next to the winner, for example, so here is a comparison photo from Initial Comparisons. This girl won. She looks amazing. Obviously, as you can see, she's very conditioned, and I'm not. But I can kind of tell that like if I was way more conditioned, like which areas I would need to bring up or down and whatever, maybe fix posing here and there. Like, yeah, just super duper valuable metric for me to have. So that was a very nice thing to come out of that show weekend as well. After the show, we went out to dinner. Me, my coach, his wife Caroline, and Lindsay and Anna Marie. We went to a Brazilian steakhouse, and it was just so nice to just like hang out with friends, eat until we felt sick, and just good quality food too. And then we walked around a little bit, and me and Lindsay went back to the hotel and just split a pint of ice cream in bed and then fell asleep. Like, it was just a very, very magical weekend. And you know, like how you say you should quit while you're ahead, or like leave when it's at its best, that's kind of how it felt. So like now I will forever treasure this trip as like one of the best trips I've ever had. Just so great. So that is my little show day recap and judges feedback and all of that good stuff. In this video I will also kind of explain what's going on right now and what will happen the rest of the year and stuff like that. So me and my husband went to Costco the other day, and we got 2 like 18 packs of C4s because the price was just incredible, and we're both like super obsessed with the C4s as a whole. Carter is as well, I guess, but this flavor slaps. It's the Starburst strawberry flavor, and they also have a Skittles flavor, which is like so good. And these like always kick me into gear when I need it the most. So we have a lot of energy drinks in this house at this moment. You just know it's gonna be a good day when you get this stunning avocado. It's just perfection. This here is my beautiful lunch. So I have egg whites with coconut aminos, I have a pickle, and I have 5 of these little rice cakes with avocado and salmon on them. I have just finished work, and it's like 2 hours until my next meal, and my cravings have just been like sky high today, so I need to get away from the fridge. So I am going to go to Trader Joe's, do some grocery shopping. I'm gonna bring a cold brew with me when I walk across the park. It'll be lovely. Soak up the last few little moments of summery warmth because it's like 80 today and sunny, and that's wonderful. I do love fall. I cannot wait for all the fall coziness and all the fall vibes, and this city is just magical during the fall, so can't wait for that. But that being said, I'll probably be like, damn, I miss summer when the winter rolls around, so I'm going to soak up the rays as much as I can. I'm gonna take you through a full day of eating today. And I found this at Trader Joe's. They're like cauliflower bread substitute, and the macros are pretty freaking great. So if they're good, this might become a new staple. The serving size is 2 pieces, so for one it's 2.5 fat, 1.5 carb, and 4.5 protein. So that's pretty exciting. I'm gonna try to have this for breakfast along with something else. Let's see what we can find. I finally hit up the local produce guy again this morning, so I went and got 4 things of strawberries for $6. If you guys remember when I had that deal back in the day when I had higher macros, and luckily that deal is there again, so that's very exciting. This is also a very nice full fridge moment. A lot of good stuff happening in our fridge right now. So these are the macros for 2 little pizzas. So 26 protein, 6 carbs, and 11 fats. Alright, so this is my stunning breakfast. So we've got my mini pizzas here, and I have 4 egg whites and a little bit of carrot sticks that I like to dip in the leftover sauce. It's literally just tomato sauce with some spices. And my supplements, and of course some kombucha. So, happy, pretty low carb breakfast meal to me. Okay guys, it's time for some real talk for a bit. So where do I even begin? Right after show, I had 2 days that were like untracked, so like I could eat whatever I wanted. I didn't go crazy or anything, but I did have, you know, like dinner with my husband and like breakfast with friends and stuff like that. And so then I hopped right back into prep after that and started pushing forward and increased my cardio and dropped my macros, and I can honestly say that I have never worked harder. Like, I worked so hard because my cardio intensity was also changed to like match a beats per minute, and that just like really floored my energy levels to the bottom, not to the top. I worked so hard consistently for days. Everything looked leaner. My arms looked leaner, my legs looked leaner, my back looked leaner. It was just my midsection that looked like it never dropped the water retention. And this happened to me in 2021, if you guys remember. Like, my body just like fiercely wanted to protect its organs or something, so like all water retention just like centered around my waist. So I'll insert like a little clip here of like check-ins and stuff, but like consistently my waist just looked like 10 weeks out. Like, it looks good, you know, like obviously for like the normal average person it looks good, but for a bodybuilding competitor who's supposed to be 2 to 3 weeks out, it's just not where it should be. So a couple days ago I jumped on a call with my coach, and I was like, you know, we're at the point where like I should start thinking about signing and sending in the contract, but obviously I don't want to do that when my waist is looking like this. And he said that, you know, there's no more really we can throw at it. Like, we can't really lower my macros anymore because they're so low already. We can't really add any cardio or like add any supplement. Like, there's not really anything we can do other than like a waiting game sort of thing. As you guys know, probably, I've been concerned with my health in this prep for some time. We just talked about it and mutually just decided that it's probably best if we just end the season here, because like I told him, it's the only thing worse than ending the season now early would be to get up on stage again in 2 weeks looking the same or worse. I don't want to do that. Like, if everything would have like, you know, returned to my peak week levels and I could have like pushed through and gotten my weight down and gotten a little leaner, like absolutely I would have loved to do this show in Reno in 2 weeks. And then after that I would probably have called the season just because of my health and like my concern already with my health. Start of this prep, I was so ambitious. I had at least 4 shows that I wanted to do, and the last one being in November, the Clash. But yeah, you kind of have to roll with the punches sometimes. So yeah, I feel relieved but also disappointed. It kind of feels like I fell on my face a little bit. because, you know, I had all these grand plans, and like I wanted to come in leaner. I wanted to kind of like redeem myself, you know, and like show myself and others that I can definitely come in leaner and look like even more great. I feel like I looked great, of course, but I do know that like this is not the leanest I've ever been. I feel like I was a little leaner when I got my pro card, so like the muscle is there underneath it all. Like I know if I would have been lean enough, it would have looked splendid. So we have a long journey ahead of us back to a healthy state. The game plan now is just reverse me out of a deficit and then do some health checks, you know, like blood work. My coach wants me to do GI mapping for my gut issues, and just focus on health, getting macros higher, getting out of a deficit so I can start building muscle, and just a long off season where hopefully I can just build quality muscle. But I also don't want to, like, you know, end up in the like high 190s, almost 200 pounds that I was, because then I again have to like have such a long season that could put me in jeopardy again with like health issues. Because I dropped 50 pounds from start of prep in March, so ideally, you know, I would not, like, my perfect ideal weight in my mind right now for my off season would be to be around 170, something like that. Like if I started my prep around the 170s next time, I feel like that would be a much more healthy state to be in, not too much to like drop. Obviously there's still a lot to drop and stuff, but like, yeah, I just do not want to get that fluffy again. So that kind of means that I have to be more vigilant with following my reverse diet. I will give myself some grace because for the mentality portion of things, I think it's important, you know, like if you want to go out and have an untracked meal for dinner one night because your friends are going out, then do it. But also, like, you know, realistically I'm probably gonna be around like 85-15, you know, like 85% good, 15% bad. That's just, I feel like that is the balance that my mentality needs. But that being said, let's not, you know, carve everything out in stone before we see how things go. But I'm excited to actually follow a reverse and like do it well. I feel like my body deserves that, and I view it kind of as like a competition. Like every week I'll get more and more macros, and like if I follow the reverse diet that my coach gives to me, my health and my body is in his best interests, so the macros he gives me will allow me to perform optimally. So I view it kind of as a competition where I can get more and more carbs every week and stuff like that in a like safe way and healthy way. So yeah, I'm excited to kind of just journal all of this with you guys and like take you to through my reverse diet phase and how that goes, and then like take you guys with me into off season and like getting healthy, getting back on track, building muscle, all of that fun stuff. I posted to my Instagram yesterday about not competing and anymore this season, and I just wanted to say thank you to anyone out there who is also on my Instagram who commented or DM'd. I almost couldn't believe the level of support, and like just something simple as like a one-liner or an emoji comment, like it just really means a lot to me. And I just wanted to say thank you for just being there and supporting me and making me feel better. Yeah, because it's obviously it's a little anticlimactic to have all these grand plans and yeah, but you have to do what's best for your health. I will always preach that, and I'm thankful that my coach will always preach that, and he will always listen to me and like make sure that I'm good with any decision that we make. So I'm thankful for that. So that is my little rant. TLDR, we are reversing out of contest prep. We're focusing on health, and we are heading into an off season. What will happen with the fully booked Reno trip, you ask? Well, me and my husband will still go. We will kind of treat it as our vacation. So we'll go, we can do like a road trip to Lake Tahoe. We're gonna like explore things. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be our first time together on the West Coast. I used to live in Cali, and I've been in like Nevada and stuff, but I've never been to Reno, and I've never been to Lake Tahoe. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. I think I'm gonna vlog that trip too, so we can kind of get a glimpse into how I will handle like the food portion of things when we're traveling, because I'm probably gonna bring food, but I'm also gonna enjoy food there, so like finding that balance. So for today, I am going to show you guys all my meals for this day. We're doing carb cycling, so high carb day is on days I train, and low carb day on days I don't train. I am doing a deload this week, so I'm just gonna go to the gym today and do like a full circuit kind of pump up session. And I also created a new training program for myself that my coach approved of. I just sent it over to him and he was like, okay, good to go. So new training program in the works as well. Super excited about that. So good things ahead. Good things ahead. You already saw my breakfast. It was amazing. Like those pizzas were so good, and like 110-ish calories per pizza is pretty darn great. And I feel like they would be very prep friendly, even deep into prep, if you can handle the dairy. I used normal, you know, like light cheese. The little light Baby Bell cheese is what I used, and I'm gonna slowly reintroduce a little bit of dairy into my diet until further notice. Who knows, maybe my coach is like, sorry, your gut can't handle it, after we do the gut testing and all of that. But for now, I'm just gonna enjoy some dairy because dairy is delicious. Here is my lunch. I've got 3.5 ounces of chicken and a little thing of guac. It's like this low calorie guac from Trader Joe's, and some salad underneath there. And here is my dessert, which is fresh strawberries. So excited. Another little mini snack will be just one of those cauliflower breads with a laughing cow cheese on it. Something that feels kind of good is that I finally care about appearances again. Like I actually want to take some time to pick out what I'm gonna wear and like do my makeup a little bit and like my nails, and just, yeah, I look forward to that, like nitpicking a little bit. And like I know that like whenever I put some time and attention on my appearances, I feel so much better. So like if I did that when I'm deep in prep, I would probably feel better. But when I am deep in prep, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. So I just like roll out of bed and just look the way I look for the entire day. But so I'm looking forward to just caring about what I look like and taking care of my exterior. There will probably be a lot of like makeup content coming our way on YouTube and Instagram and stuff like that this entire off season, because that's something that I love and I'm excited about. I got a question on Instagram that I thought I was gonna address here on the YouTube as well. Are you going to talk about your plan for reverse dieting backup, and what does improvement season look like for you going forward? what does your maintenance and bulking calories look like, and what will your training split look like? Long story short, yes. I will be covering my entire off season extensively, and that includes reversing out of this caloric deficit. I'm just trying to like make sure my oatmeal is not like exploding in the microwave. Yeah, so like covering everything from like reversing out of my diet, check-ins and training splits, and my new training program that I'm currently in the process of putting together, and all of that good stuff will be very covered in the upcoming few months and weeks, and you know, the entirety of my off season. So definitely yes, this will be covered, but please let me know if you guys have any like specific questions about anything that I have not brought up or that you would like to know. Oh shit. And I would be happy to answer that. I'm making my pre-workout meal. I'm going to have oatmeal, 45 grams of oatmeal. Wow, I don't think I've had that in like a really long time in like one sitting. Crazy. So oatmeal, and then a little salad with chicken just to get my protein in as well, and some almond butter on top of my glorious oatmeal bowl. And I think I also have 2 little rice cakes to go with that. So that's a pretty nice meal. So here we have it. We have some oats with almond butter. We have 2 little rice cakes with a Laughing Cow cheese wedge and everything but the bagel seasoning on it, and a little salad with chicken. Okay, I am ready to hit the gym. Here's like a mini shape update. As you can see, like looking pretty lean still in terms of like vascular arms and stuff, but you can see my waistline is like very watery still. Now I don't really know what this means, like what I should be expecting for the next few weeks or even months, because there is very likely there's something wrong with my digestive system, and like we're gonna do some sort of like GI mapping and kind of find out what's going on in my gut and like my gut health and stuff like that. So I don't know if I should be expecting my stomach to return back to normal once I get out of a caloric deficit, or like what to expect in terms of my abdominal area. But yeah, this is what it's looking like. Abs are gone right now. But I'll keep you posted on what happens and what the physique is looking like in the near future. Yeah, so something weird is going on here, but at least now I can address it without stress and just with a nice health focused approach and with the guidance of my coach. So that's great. It actually stopped raining. It's been raining all day today, but it actually stopped raining and now it's all beautiful and sunny. I'm going to head out and do a light full body pump up sort of training session, and I'm gonna drop off a package at the post office, and then I'll see you guys back here for my post-workout meal. I just got back from the gym, and when I got back I had a very exciting package waiting for me, and I will show you guys what I got. So I got this stunning set from Vital Apparel. Man, the color does not do the actual color justice. I will see if it looks like more accurate when I wear it, but I just wanted to show you guys here first. So this is the bra, This is a brand new bra from them. It is launching on September 27th. So probably by the time this video is up and posted, they should be launching this beautiful bra. And then these biker shorts as well. This is the front and the back. I will show you guys what it looks like on. Okay, so this is the set. A kind of like a long line bra ends right here, and then these leggings are like wonderfully high-waisted. I mean biker shorts, not leggings. This is the back, and this is the back of the bra. I love this bra. It's like very thick material. They are squat proof. How the fuck do you demonstrate a squat? Hold on. Squat proof. This colorway is launching on September 27th. There is a link for you guys in my description box, and you can use code DK15 for 15% off your order. I will put that code somewhere in this screen as well. I also got the same biker shorts in white. Same material, and goes really well with the bra as well. Alright, for my post-workout, I have some Greek yogurt with strawberries and goji berries and honey and a muffin. That's it, you guys. I'm calling it a night. See you in the next one.